What's up, guys? Back for another Honkai Star Rail video, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought the stream announcement was gonna be shown, so I was like, oh crap, what can I do for a video? And I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure Prydwen should have a updated tier list for the new Pure Fiction, and I opened it up, and oh my gosh, there it is. They actually posted it today at some point. Very, very clutch for me. So I was like, okay, let me check the changelog real quick to see if it's like, a big update or not. So I clicked the changelog, right? Even though it says updated, I wanted to make sure that they actually updated it, right? And all I see is 4 changes, two tier ups and 2 tier lowers. And I go, that's not really enough to really make a video. Like, what? And so I scroll down, and good lord, actually, good lord. I accidentally was looking at the part where they were changing where their watch list was, like the little like blue eyeball icon. Yeah, no, they changed like 15 plus characters. So strap in. We're gonna see some hot takes, some stuff I probably disagree with, and some stuff I agree with. But yeah, other than that, let's jump right in. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the tier list at the bottom. I've seen a lot of like hate for Prydwen and a lot of Prydwen glazing. I feel like we've almost gotten to the point where you either hate Prydwen or love Prydwen, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, that's just most of the internet nowadays. You can't have a neutral point on anything, which is really unfortunate. But that's another talk for another video, maybe, or just not my channel in general. Anyway, let's see. So tier 0, we have Akron going up to tier 0, Yunli going up to tier 0, Jiaoqiu going up to tier 0, Reme going up to tier 0, and Argentine Himiko going down. They have better give a pretty damn good reason for Himiko, because I swear ever since Pure Fiction came out and I've used Himiko, I've gotten a clearing score pretty easily. My Himiko is E0. No dupes. And when I run her with break teams, it's with like Ruin May, E0, S0. Like, I'm running pretty much like the free to play ass team, right? So that's it's gonna be a bit interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Fei Zhao going up actually makes sense. Okay. Bronya going down. Okay, skill points probably. Zayla going down. Okay. Asa and Hanya going down, and Jeopard going up. I mean, I like Jeopard, but like seeing him and Asa in the same tier for Pure Fiction is a take. This hurts my soul, but I actually understand this. Oh, there we go. You can't see my mouse. I understand this. QQ going down. I'm surprised she wasn't like tier 5 at this point. And then these two going down. Very interesting. Very curious on why Jeopard is going up. Maybe because it's because Akron went up in trend. Maybe it's trend. I'm assuming it's trend, which would be weird because Fire MC would technically be better for that. No? Okay, maybe it's not trend. I see. Okay, so off rip, I agree. Sure, this is fine. Interesting. Slight disagree. I agree. This is fine. This I don't believe with whatsoever. Sure. Should have been tier 0, should have been tier 0 already. And then Akron, sure. Yunli, very specific on the enemies. The enemies actually aren't too kind to her this round because it's like the dot guys. But I mean, hey, she is very, very good. So I can see the argument for this. Anyway, let's hop into the change log. So it says, in our previous Pure Fiction overview, we marked a number of characters with the potential to move up or down. With another round of data testing community feedback for following through with these changes. Jiaoqiu to tier 0. Since his release, Jiaoqiu is one of the highest performers Pure Fiction. In his phase, he has continued to dominate performance. While previously he was mostly used with Akron, and he elevated her to new heights. In this phase, he's also successfully played with Kafka, Black Swan, and Dot teams. Yep. But also with the Himiko crit version, we believe he's earned this place in tier 0 because of that. Makes sense. He helps break, so Himiko can get her follow-ups. He helps Dot, right, because he burns and defense lowers. And, I mean, Dot does more damage on this one, so it makes sense. They don't account that for Pure Fiction, which is interesting because it's kind of hard to test stuff without the buff playing out because it's just you can't get rid of it. But yeah, and then Akron, yeah, right. Fei Zhao hunt character being Pure Fiction was blasphemy. No, we don't lose our minds. Feijiao is being played in this mode as an enable for Herta and Himiko. Both characters are on enemies being often broken. Feijiao can easily do that, proccing the Kuro and nah. Is that what she really says? Maybe I'm just like deaf. Super often. I see. Now I asked a couple of friends. Apparently, this is a common team, so I might make a video on Feijiao Herta because that's very interesting. I haven't seen anything on it, but it sounds like it would work out. Same with Himiko, but you have to obviously be Fire Wind. We could start seeing if you have Feijiao, a Feijiao Himiko team sprouting up. Apparently a lot of people are using it. It makes sense if you're fighting enemies who aren't Fire and Ice weak, because then you just use Himiko Herta. Zayla, someone might have said, balance which kept one hunt, has risen. I see. Has continued to remain a niche choice outside of Shadow being present in the Purification phase. We're learning her rating by a tier reflecting this. Outside of Shadow being present, no comment there. Why Shadow being brought up? Well, it doesn't matter. Jaylee continues to face Shadow Perfection phase outlined previously. We're learning her down a tier. She's now entered the niche category. I'm so sorry, Jinglu. I love you, but we need like a good ice DPS buff. Other Perfection changes. Yeah, this is what I saw originally, and I was like, oh. Is this enough to make a video? And then I scrolled down and I was like, oh, damn. Okay, there's a lot more changes. And I scrolled back up and I was like, okay. All right, so Yunli. Yunli to tier 0. Yunli continues to surprise us. She's able to stand her own hypercarry teams, but is even stronger when combined with other synergistic damage characters, dual DPS teams, with Feijiao, Himiko, and Jade, making her incredibly flexible despite being used in a variety of teams. Yunli boosts some of the highest average scores in the mode. Regardless of the phase buff, she always delivers flexibility, high performance, and consistency based on what's this for raising her to tier 0. Yunli is an insanely good character, so I'm surprised. Like, do I think she's tier 0 for this one? That's arguable because the enemies are kind of cringe for her, but she is an insane good character. So I'm glad they're finally giving her some love because I swear when she came out, they rated her like hella low for no reason. Acheron, since the release of Jakku, Acheron performance and professional dressing improved. Foxian fixes most of her issues, allowing her to reach new heights in this and other modes. Whereas other phase specific boss because of the shun consistency raising her to tier 0. I agree. Ruan Mei. Do I really have to read this? Like, I'm gonna read anyway, but I know why she's tier 0. She should have been always tier 0. Screen diversity and says there retains one of the highest used rates of all modes. The release of Rappa grants her one more, especially potent top tier team, especially in her break focus niche. With a stronger top end on her teams and continued widespread use, we're raising her back to tier 0 alongside Robin. That data might always be on Ruan Mei's side due to her being used in such a wide variety of teams, so there's no doubt she's part of the multiple of the strongest perfection teams right now. She raises speed. She weakens break efficiency. She's good with Herta Himiko. She's good with Firefly. She's good with Rappa. She's good with just dual DPS or even like hyper carry if you're using, like Jing Yun back in the day. I know it's crazy to say that, right? But she just the AOE speed, weakness break efficiency is just very nice. So I'm surprised she wasn't tier 0 before. Jeopard. Okay, this will be interesting. While his younger gambling addicted brother is the king of shielding. Oh. I was like, who? Jeopard has shown great performance in the last phase. Those who don't have venturing are finding success with Jeopard once he's probably build, raising him to from the Destiny share because of that. Bro, you could have fooled me because alright, I'll believe you. I like Jeopard. Servo has seen an uptick in performance, but not big enough to raise her from the niche tier. Still, at least her to a lot of characters, even the limited one, she actually sees some usage and somehow works. Yep. Argenti and Himiko. Okay, double whammy. Himiko and Argenti are without a doubt two of the strongest perfection characters in certain phases, landing them at the top of the tier list and our data on many occasions, but at the same time, both of them have phases where they struggle to even fail to reach 30k. Usually phases where the enemy weakness do not favor their element. We expect these characters to continue to be a hot topic, who will be lowering the ranking for now based on their lack of performance in the last 3 phases, what's being taken into account for the purpose of the tier list. I swear I've done a free-to-play / budget team, and every single time I use Himiko Super Break, and it gets the job done. So, this one, it was really hard, I will say. This one was a bit difficult with Ruan Mei, Gallagher, Harmony MC, right? But if I had Linksha, I would have done it no problem. So, very interesting that she's going from tier 0. I guess because she doesn't trivialize it, but, like, still, damn. Bronya, Tinga, and Pela both seem frequent competitive play in Perfection, popping up in a variety of team competition capable of scoring well, but Frontier doesn't feel quite fit alongside these two in the current state of the endgame in terms of performance and flexibility. Using being a second, third, or even fourth pick support for most high-scoring teams makes sense. If you have her E0, you just shred through skill points. Asta and Hanya, another double whammy. Asta and Hanya's play rate and performance have been in steady decline with the introduction of new units and higher difficulty and perfection. These combined with Brand moving down to tier 1.5, Zero moving both down a tier. I can see Hanya, but Asta still feels like pretty solid. I know she's not like crazy meta or anything, but I don't know. It feels like it sucks for Asta to go down that low. QQ, I ain't reading this. She's just over glazed. That's all I gotta say. Links. Links to intro show us to keep the team alive. That's all you need. That's all I need here. Show us to keep the team alive. Duh. Fireman's we have recently moved Fireman's to stands from specialists, and we're adjusting the rating to better reflect their strength. Oh, they're putting. I didn't even notice that. They took Fire MC out of break and put it back as a support. Makes sense. High key, they could probably go to tier 3. Just because the taunt, like, literally only because of the Acheron shenanigans, the trends. But other than that, yeah. High key, alright, now that I read it stuff, this is all fine. Jeopard, I mean, hey, I'll take the word for it. I mean, I feel like it's the same, high key, as before. This is fine. This I still don't agree with. Argenti, I have not used him enough, or because I don't have him on my account, so I just, like, my play time with him is very low. Argenti mains, you're gonna have to let me know if this is truly justified. I feel like Argenti could still be tier 0. Himiko definitely deserves to still be tier 0. But very interesting picks here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, definitely some characters who definitely deserve to be raised up, finally getting raised up. So I don't really have too many issues with this list. Very nice. Shout out to Prydwen. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the list in the comments. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you disagree? Do you agree with certain things? Do you find anything egregious? Let me know. And of course, I will catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.